Folks, I can't believe it, but The Mandalorian Season 2 looks even better than Season 1. Disney dropped a trailer this morning for Mandalorian Season 2 coming to Disney Plus at the end of October. And wow, okay. So first of all, I want to say this. I had a discussion the other day with a friend of mine about this. I think The Mandalorian is the closest we've come to capturing the spirit of the original trilogy. The prequels had a different feel to them. The sequels tried with Force Awakens and then kind of went off in its own direction. Which really had no direction. We know that by now. But The Mandalorian feels like something that would have been made in the 80s by George Lucas. Jon Favreau really has his finger on the pulse. And it seems like the big sort of storyline, or one of the big storylines of this season, is going to be the Mandalorian meeting up with the Jedi, the remaining Jedi, which I assume would be some Luke Skywalker trainees, or possibly it could be Ahsoka Tano, which we know that Ahsoka Tano is supposed to be in this season of Mandalorian. So they pretty much discuss like this whole history between the Jedi and the Mandalorians, and they talk about how, and it was really cool how they discussed that from the Mandalorian's point of view, like Obi-Wan said, from a certain point of view. From the Mandalorian's point of view, the Jedi are these like dark sorcerers. Even though the Sith are really the dark sorcerers, to them, the Jedi are these dark, brooding, sinister sorcerers that had issues with the Mandalorians many, many, many years ago. And basically, Mando has to deliver the child, Baby Yoda, to the Jedi. And the way the visuals looked here, first of all, Season 2 seems to have a lot more, like, ship stuff and space battles. Based on the trailer, there's a lot more stuff going on, like in the skies and flying. The rocket pack is used, but the way this is shot, the visuals, the way the Mandalorian kind of creeps up from the darkness and you see Baby Yoda next to him, just so stylistic, so beautiful. Mandalorian is my favorite piece of Star Wars. Oh, I guess my favorite piece of Star Wars media outside of the video games since the original trilogy. I mean, I like it more than the prequels, and I certainly like it more than the sequel trilogy. And it just feels good. And that's the important thing. It feels right. They have a scene in the trailer where he goes to this planet, I guess, where they have like a boxing ring or a wrestling ring, and they're having this like this sort of a coliseum type of thing, and that looks to be freaking awesome. I got a big smile on my face because I love pro wrestling and I love boxing as well. I don't talk enough about boxing on this channel, but I do. I grew up with boxing. I mean, when you're a Hispanic and your parents are Hispanic, you grew up with this. You grew up with it. You grew up ordering the pay-per-views. You grew up, or even better, getting the D-Scrambler, watching, Tito Trinidad, De La Hoya, all the greats from the 90s. Mike Tyson, of course. So seeing, I love boxing, but I digress. Seeing that here, whatever they're going to do with it, looks great. I mean, I've been keeping away from spoilers. I know that the Reddit has some leaked information. I told y'all about Ahsoka Tano being here. Don't know if Mark Hamill will make an appearance. I hope he does. I know he said he's done with Star Wars, but maybe a small cameo, maybe a little one, seeing Luke train, maybe the up-and-coming students before Kylo Ren would, of course, the whole thing would happen with Kylo. This series is, of course, after Return of the Jedi, but maybe I'm thinking that maybe Luke hasn't even started that yet. Maybe Luke has not begun the school yet. I don't have dates on all that right now, but it could be a little bit too soon for that. So that could end up leading to Ahsoka Tano, because right now, there's really no Jedi left except for Luke. So I'm guessing someone's got to be out there. There's a scene where Mando gets surrounded by TIE fighters and, X-Wings. And it's almost like he's about to get captured, maybe by the Resistance. I really don't know. There's an awesome scene with him and Baby Yoda on a boat. This whole show is going to be Mando and Baby Yoda, and I'm excited. I mean, dude, I have a huge smile on my face after watching this trailer, dude. It's out right now. Huge smile on my face. They have this awesome looking sequence with a speeder bike. I mean, I know that the trailer was pretty much all action, but I know there's going to be some good story content there, because the character of the Mandalorian, although we know more about him now based on season 1, is going to kind of go around the galaxy and meet all these crazy creatures and different species, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, thumbs up. Mandalorian Season 2 looks great. I'm excited for it. I cannot wait to see it. Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni should be the future of Star Wars. I really do hope that Favreau gets the reins of Star Wars. I mean, he did a great job with Iron Man 1, and he's great in those movies, and Lion King I was not a big fan of, the live action one. I didn't like it, or whatever, the CGI live action. But he seems to know what he's doing with Star Wars, with The Mandalorian. He gets it. And with Filoni there, this is a great 1-2 punch. And finally, they have direction, which I'm very excited about. Let me know what you thought. Thank you. Have a great one. And I look forward to reviewing those episodes for you guys when they come out. And we'll have a great discussion about it. See you then.